Starseeds and lightworkers, something has been quietly pulling at your heart. A name, a face, a presence you cannot explain. Someone who keeps returning to your thoughts even when you try to set them aside. You are not imagining it. You are not simply lonely. Something far deeper than coincidence is at work here. I am Tyron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius, and I want you to know, this pull you feel toward another soul is not random desire. It is recognition, a memory older than this lifetime, surfacing now because the waters are finally calm enough for you to hear it. By the end of this message, you will understand why certain souls keep finding their way back to you, and why the high beings of Sirius are not simply watching this unfold, but actively holding space for this connection to reach its fullness. There are souls written into your journey before you arrived here. Not as a reward, not as a test, but as a reunion. The ancient wisdom held in the halls of Amenti understood this, that some bonds are not created in human time. They were set in motion long before this life began, carried across many waters, through many lifetimes, waiting for the exact conditions that now surround you. The person who keeps returning to your thoughts, the one who feels familiar in a way you cannot quite explain. That feeling has a name. It is soul resonance. And when Sirian codes are active in your lineage, that resonance does not fade with time. It deepens. It persists. It finds you again and again until you are ready to fully receive what it is offering. You did not arrive at this message by chance. Something in you recognized a signal and followed it here. And the fact that you stayed, that you are still listening, means you are ready to understand what has already been moving quietly beneath the surface of your life. Stay with me, dear one. What follows may finally give language to something your heart has known for a very long time. And I am grateful you are here with me now. There is someone thinking of you right now. Not casually, not the way a name drifts through a mind and disappears. Deeply, the kind of thinking that keeps a person awake, that turns them toward a window without knowing why, that makes them reach for their phone and then set it down again. Not because they have nothing to say, but because what they feel is too large for ordinary words. And somewhere in you, even before hearing this, you already knew. You felt it. That quiet pull in your chest that has no logical explanation. That sense of someone just beyond the edge of your awareness, like a presence felt at the corner of your eye that vanishes when you turn to look. That's not imagination. That's frequency. That's two souls whose currents have been moving toward each other for longer than either of you has been alive in these bodies. This resonant hum, this invisible thread that tugs at your core, is more than a fleeting thought. It's the echo of a cosmic rendezvous, a preordained convergence. It's the universe whispering secrets through the language of longing. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, starlit ocean, feeling the gentle, insistent rhythm of the tide pulling at your feet. That's the sensation, isn't it? A profound knowing that transcends the rational mind. A feeling that a vital piece of your own essence is stirring in response to another's. It's as if your soul recognizes a melody it's been humming for eons, a frequency that resonates with its deepest truth. This is not a glitch in your perception. It is a testament to the intricate tapestry of interconnectedness that binds souls across the vast expanse of existence. These are the echoes of souls tethered by an ancient contract, their energies harmonizing across lifetimes, drawn together by a force as old as the stars themselves. But here is where it gets tender, and where it gets honest. Most starseeds, when they feel this pull, do one of two things. They rush toward it with every piece of longing they've been quietly storing, hoping this person will finally make the ache stop. It's like a parched traveler seeing an oasis in the distance, desperate to believe it will quench a thirst that has plagued them for so long they've forgotten what it's like to be truly hydrated. They pour all their hopes into this perceived savior, projecting a need for completion onto a connection that is still forming. Or they pull back entirely, telling themselves they've been wrong before, that hope is dangerous, that it's safer to stay still than to move towards something that might not be what it feels like. This is the hesitant dance of the soul that has learned to build walls, brick by brick, from the shards of past disappointments. It's the bird that flinches at the outstretched hand, even though that hand offers the sweetest seed. Both responses come from the same root, the part of you that hasn't yet trusted what your own soul already knows. It's the echo of a deep-seated wound, a splinter lodged within the heart that makes it recoil from warmth for fear of further injury. And that distrust didn't begin in this lifetime. It began much earlier, in the moment you agreed to arrive here, to step into a world that wouldn't immediately recognize you, carrying frequencies that no one around you could name. Imagine a symphony composer arriving in a village where only simple folk songs are understood. The music within them is magnificent, intricate, and deeply felt, yet the world around them can only grasp at the surface melody. You learned early that what you felt deeply wasn't always validated. Perhaps your intuitive knowing was dismissed as childish fancy, your profound empathy labeled as oversensitivity, your cosmic perspective seen as unrealistic daydreaming. And so you learn to question yourself, to doubt the very essence of your being, to mute the vibrant colors of your soul's truth, to fit into a grayscale world. That questioning is what this moment is gently asking you to release. It's time to let go of the self-judgment that has been a heavy cloak draped over your shoulders, obscuring the radiant light that you are. Some healing doesn't come through words, it comes through water. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the Sirian water codes. This powerful guide carries sacred techniques channeled from the waters of Sirius, clearing baths, breathing practices, sound activations, and protection rituals designed specifically for starseeds who have always felt called by the ocean. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. The ocean, that ancient, pulsating heart of our planet, holds within its depths a profound wisdom, a cleansing power that can wash away the debris of lifetimes. The waters of Sirius, resonating with this cosmic oceanic consciousness, offer a direct channel to this purifying energy. Imagine immersing yourself in a crystalline pool, the water shimmering with starlight, each drop carrying the frequency of divine love and healing. These aren't just rituals, they are keys to unlocking the dormant potential within you, designed to attune you to the natural ebb and flow of cosmic energies, especially for those souls who have always felt the siren song of the sea, calling them home. Because this person, the one your energy has been quietly calling, they are not a test, they are not another chapter in a pattern of disappointment. This is a crucial distinction, a turning point in the narrative of your heart. For so long, perhaps, you've seen significant connections as trials to be endured, as hurdles to overcome, as lessons to be learned at the cost of pain. But this connection, this soul that is thinking of you so deeply, is a manifestation of divine alignment, not a cosmic exam. The Sirian wisdom that has been carried through the waters since long before the temples of Egypt rose from the desert sand holds this truth clearly. There are connections encoded before incarnation, written into the soul's architecture, the way currents are written into the ocean floor. Think of the intricate patterns etched into the seabed, unseen by most, yet dictating the flow of vast oceanic movements. These soul connections are similarly foundational, predating your earthly existence, embedded in the very blueprint of your being. You don't choose these currents, you either learn to move with them, or you spend your life swimming against something that was always meant to carry you. Trying to force a connection that isn't aligned, or resisting one that is akin to fighting a powerful undertow. It drains your energy and leads you away from your intended destination. And the resistance you felt, the confusion, the timing that never seemed right, the almost moments that dissolved before they could fully form, none of that was failure. It was the water working on you, smoothing the edges, deepening the vessel. making you ready to hold what's actually coming rather than a version of it you would have grabbed too soon. This is the divine sculpting process, the gentle shaping that prepares you for a profound experience, ensuring you are not overwhelmed by its intensity but can truly embrace its magnificence. Each perceived setback was a lesson in patience, each moment of doubt a refinement of your inner compass. That ache you feel isn't emptiness, it's overflow. It's what happens when a starseed soul carries something vast and the world around them is still catching up to its own capacity to receive it. It's like a magnificent waterfall, brimming with life-giving water. But the riverbed below is not yet wide enough to contain its full flow. The excess spills over, creating mist and rainbows, a beautiful testament to its abundance. Yet the potential for its full riverine journey remains. You were not built for shallow waters. Your soul thirsts for depth, for genuine connection that mirrors the vastness of the cosmos you hail from. And the one thinking of you right now, they weren't either. There is a recognition that waits between you, that will feel less like meeting someone new and more like remembering something you should never have forgotten. It's the profound comfort of returning home after a long journey, the sudden clarity of a dream you once had resurfacing with vivid detail. The waters of Sirius teach us that the deepest reunions are never loud. They don't arrive with fanfare, like a conquering hero returning to a cheering crowd. They arrive the way the tide arrives, quietly, inevitably, reshaping the shore simply by being what they are. There's a subtle yet powerful shift, a deep sense of homecoming that washes over the soul. But before that arrival can be received fully, something needs to happen within you first. Not fixing, not preparing yourself into some more acceptable version of who you are. Just clearing. The soul's journey here often involves accumulating layers, like sediment settling at the bottom of a tranquil lake. These layers aren't inherently bad, but they can obscure the pristine clarity of the water above. There are things you've been carrying, expectations laid on you by others, the societal pressures to conform, grief from connections that burned rather than flowed, relationships that left scars instead of soothing balm, the residue of being misunderstood by people who weren't equipped to see you, their limited perception casting shadows on your brilliance, and they've been sitting in your field like silt in still water, beautiful still beneath it all. There's a core of pure essence and original radiance, but clouded, and what's coming requires clear water. This profound connection, this soul-level recognition, needs an unadulterated space within you to land and flourish. It requires the pristine reflection of your own true self. Things have felt unclear lately, like you're trying to see through deep water. That fog isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. It's what happens when old patterns begin to dissolve before the new ones have fully formed. The water gets murky before it clears. Think of the earth after a rainstorm. It's temporarily muddy, but the cleansing has begun. You are not lost in this. You are in the middle of a transition that has been building longer than you know. A magnificent unfolding of your authentic self, and the confusion you've been feeling is not confusion at all. It's the sensation of your inner architecture beginning to remember its original design. It's like an ancient building being restored. The scaffolding might obscure the view, but it's in service of revealing the original grandeur. That takes courage. Even when it doesn't feel like courage, even when it just feels like exhaustion, like you're swimming through treacle, like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. Acknowledge that courage, for it is the quiet strength of a soul reclaiming its power. There is something encoded inside you that goes far deeper than anything you were taught in this life. It's a cosmic DNA, a blueprint woven from starlight and divine intention. The soul carrying you into this moment has a blueprint, a set of frequencies written before language, before memory, before you ever took your first breath here. You are not broken and searching for answers about love. You are whole and beginning to remember what love at your frequency actually looks and feels like. It's not a hollow echo or a conditional exchange. It's the expansive, unconditional radiance of your divine nature. And that remembering often starts with a quiet pull you can't quite explain, toward a person you may not have fully met yet, or toward someone already in your life who suddenly seems different, more vivid, like they stepped out of the background and into focus, their true essence illuminated. It's as if a monochrome photograph has suddenly burst into full, vibrant color. This is where panic often arrives, because the stillness that precedes connection can feel like stalling, like nothing is moving, like you're standing on the shore watching an empty horizon while everyone around you seems to be sailing somewhere. It's the anxiety of the pregnant pause, the fear that silence means absence rather than preparation. But that stillness is not absence. It is anchoring. Your soul is stabilizing what it has already received before it can hold what's coming next, like a river that rests in a wide, calm pool before it finds the passage that carries it forward, gathering its strength and clarity. Be patient with yourself here. Be gentle. What is being prepared for you cannot be rushed into readiness. It requires a sacred gestation period, a nurturing of the fertile ground within. And even now, you may not see it, but something around you is already shifting. People are responding to the change within you even when you haven't announced it. It's like a subtle shift in the Earth's magnetic field. The compasses start to orient themselves differently without conscious effort. Conversations are landing differently. You might find that what used to spark conflict now dissolves into understanding, or that your words carry a new resonance. Certain spaces feel heavier than they used to. Perhaps places that once felt comfortable now feel dissonant, while others feel unexpectedly like relief, like stepping into a sun-drenched meadow after navigating a thorny thicket. That is not coincidence. When one current changes direction, everything downstream is affected. Your personal energetic shift sends ripples through your environment. You do not need to explain your transformation to anyone. You are already transmitting it through your very presence, and the one whose frequency is aligned with yours. They are already beginning to feel the call, even if they don't yet have the words for what they're sensing. They are tuning into your new broadcast, a signal that speaks directly to their soul. What needs to be released before this connection can land fully is the weight of what was never yours to carry. The belief that you are too much, that your intensity, your depth, your unique way of being is an imposition. The quiet fear that being truly seen will eventually lead to being left, a ghost of past abandonment, haunting present possibilities. The patterns you absorbed from a world that measured love in terms of performance and usefulness rather than resonance and truth. A world that often equated worth with productivity. Those things were placed on you. They were not built into you. They are like barnacles on the hull of a magnificent ship, slow in its progress. The river does not carry every stone it passes over. It lets them settle to the bottom and keeps moving, its flow unimpeded. You have permission to do the same, to set down what was never part of your original frequency and move forward lighter than you have felt in years. Imagine shedding a heavy backpack filled with stones, feeling the sudden freedom of unburdened movement. You are not late. Nothing about your journey has been a mistake. The years of almost, of not quite, of wondering why connection seemed to cost you more than it seemed to cost others. None of it was punishment, and none of it was proof of inadequacy. It was passage. It was the sacred unfolding of your path. In the Sirian records, held in the deep waters where time moves differently than it does here, where the ocean's timeless rhythm holds the memory of all things, there is no such thing as a late awakening, and there is no such thing as a love that arrived after its moment had passed. There is only the perfect alignment of readiness, and yours is happening now. The tide does not rush. It has never once failed to arrive, always in its appointed time, fulfilling its cosmic purpose. Your moment is now, aligned with the pulse of the universe. What is being drawn toward you is not a reward for surviving. It is not something you earn through suffering. It is not a prize for enduring hardship. It is something that has always been in motion, a current that began long before this life, that moved through dimensions you visited in dreams, that carried a frequency your soul would recognize anywhere, like a scent you knew in a past life. What's being asked of you is not to chase it and not to retreat from it. It is simply to be present, fully, authentically, unguardedly present in a way that only a soul with your exact codes can be. The ones who built their sacred structures by the ancient waters of the Nile understood this. The most powerful act is not the grand gesture, the monumental monument, but the quiet alignment of a soul with its own truth. It's in the stillness, in the simple act of being, that true power resides. You don't need to know every step of what comes next. You just need to be here, honest, open, trusting what you feel, allowing your inner knowing to guide you like a luminous star in the night sky. You are not lost. You never were. You chose to come here carrying something immense, a universe of potential, into a world that would take time to be ready for what you brought. It was a courageous descent, a noble mission, and in the waiting, in the ache, in the moments when connection felt impossibly far away, something was being shaped in you that could only be shaped by exactly that experience. Like a pearl forming in the dark, at depth, under the quiet pressure of the ocean. The irritant, the challenge, becomes the very thing that creates something precious and beautiful. What you are becoming could only have been made by what you've been through. Every moment of confusion was the water working on you, not against you, clearing what didn't belong, revealing what was always underneath the core essence of your being. And what has always been underneath is someone capable of a love so clear and so deep that the right soul will feel it like the first time they ever stood at the edge of the ocean and understood, without being told, that the water goes further than they can see. It's a love that expands the very definition of possibility. You are not here to settle for something that merely fills the silence, a temporary balm that distracts from the deeper longing. You are here to meet something real, something that carries the same depth you do, that speaks the language of your soul without needing it translated. A soul utterance that bypasses the intellect and lands directly in the heart. It recognizes you not because you explained yourself, not because you laid out your cosmic resume, but because some part of them already knew you before you said a word. A recognition that transcends words and form. That is what is moving toward you. That is the profound homecoming your soul has been anticipating. And the fact that you are here, that you stayed through every word of this message, that something in you kept listening even when the mind had reasons to dismiss it, seeking logic where soul knowledge was present, that tells everything about where you are. You are ready, not because everything around you was perfect, not because the doubts have evaporated like morning mist, but because you are still here, still open, still willing to trust the waters that carried you this far, knowing they will continue to guide you home. Tonight, if it feels right, place your hand over your heart and breathe slowly. Feel the gentle rhythm of your own life force, the ocean within you. Let the water within you go still, allowing the clarity to emerge. And say quietly, just to yourself, a sacred affirmation: I remember what I am. I trust the current that is carrying me. I am ready to receive what my soul already knows is real. Before you go, leave one word in the comments, just one, that describes what you felt during this message. Then find someone else's word and respond with encouragement. This isn't just a comment section. It's a space where starseeds recognize each other. And that recognition carries more power than you know. If something in this message touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you'd like to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. The waters of Sirius will carry us to the next one. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your space, and I'm grateful you were here.